pandemic, essential services, well, we know it means food stores and drugstores, but what if you need repairs around your house? I'm joined by contractor handyman Alex Gauthier, and full disclosure, he's my next door neighbor. Glad you could join us today, Alex. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me, Donna. I'm doing great. I'm very thankful to have such wonderful neighbors around me.
So, what is considered an essential service when it comes to getting things fixed around your house?
So an essential service right now, by my understanding, after speaking with the ministry, um, it's a little bit discretionary. However, their definition says anything related to the maintenance, repair, and property management strictly necessary to maintain safety, security, and sanitation is allowed. Now, with that said, they did tell me that they can't advise on absolute specifics. It is discretionary, but we can go through a few examples if you'd like about that.
Okay, like a furnace, air conditioner.
Well, if we're talking like it's not working and you either don't have heat or you don't have air conditioning, obviously air conditioning isn't a huge issue right now. In my opinion, those would be considered essential because those ultimately would probably fall under the safety, considering if it's going to be quite cold. There are legal limits in which tenants and residents of places are required to have a comfortable living space.
So, and my pipes could freeze. I mean,
Yeah, your pipes could
okay, so
freeze.
that'd be okay to get a furnace repair person to come in. How about if I've got a plumbing or an electrical issue?
Now that I would definitely consider, like, depending on the issue, obviously, if it's leaking or there's any sort of danger involved with your electrical, then that is definitely something you'd want to get looked at immediately, because that's obviously something that can affect the structure of your property, whether that be leaking pipes that lead to damaged walls, mold, that opens up the door for health concerns and safety and security concerns. So, and sanitation for that matter. So that kind of nails all the categories that they're looking for.
It isn't just the person who's coming into my home to do repairs. There's a whole supply chain, isn't there?
Exactly. And I'm really glad that you brought that up, because it's something that we're having to think about a lot more now. And it's just the way that our entire society and economy works. We're all hyper connected. And so for somebody like me to come in and fix something that might not be as essential, like a broken deck board or something that isn't necessarily in the way, or a fence that's blown over, if you're not surrounded by anything, there's no concerns, that would involve me having to go to a place like Home Depot, and those people, the cashiers, the shelf stockers, the delivery drivers, those people are all also putting themselves at risk. The people right back into the timber industry, getting the wood in the factories, making the materials for us. Everybody, there are a lot more people being put at risk through that. So it's important that we kind of reevaluate what is really essential and what we can wait on.
I heard something recently, Alex, that construction workers are especially vulnerable to stress. Is that true?
Yeah, so stress is obviously a factor in all of our lives, but sometimes stress can lead to a genuine mental illness and issues. That's something that 1 in 4 Canadians at the best of times deal with. Within the construction industry, though, it's actually closer to 1 in 3. So in the construction industry, there are more people that struggle with this, and I'd encourage all of them, myself included, to do whatever possible to take care of your mental health. Reach out to your coworkers, any clients you have, stay connected and stay healthy, not just physically, but also mentally, because that goes a long way.
So if I or if someone out there needed something repaired, you got some time on your hands these days. Can they call you and get you to come over?
Certainly they could call me and we could have a discussion. Or like I said, it's ultimately it's kind of discretionary, and I would really encourage anybody that needs work done or that had work ongoing before this started to just be patient. Remember that every sigh of of frustration that you let out, it's echoed by thousands of your neighbors in the city and millions across the country and the rest of the planet. So we're all in this together. And if you need help, feel free to reach out and we can see what we can do.
Thanks so much for being with us, Alex. Stay safe.
And thanks, you too.